a breakup. I've never been on my own. I need to know who I am alone, and I don't want to spend my life wondering what if.
This is stupid. The minute you walk out of here, you're gonna realize how much shit I do for you and how great I am and how much you need me, and you're gonna start stalking me. And that's sad.
This is gonna be great for both of us.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
I'm done. I'm finally done.
What are you done with?
With our time apart. It's been difficult on both of us. I'm finally ready for us to be together.
I'm seeing someone.
So, Josh, you wanna just, like, tell me when you're done then?
I don't know, Alice.
Well, like, we'll just wait till you're done.
Shit's different. I'm not sure I want the same things anymore.
You mean like me?
I didn't need an experiment to know that I loved you. And I'm not an idiot. You're I guess, done with whatever you've been doing with whoever you've been doing, and you think you can come running back to me? No thanks. I'll pass.
These women often think there's something better out there that they are missing out on until they go out there and realize it was just a mirage, at which time it will already be too late to go back to what they had. Guys, stop trying to make a woman happy. It usually doesn't end well. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever tried to fill a bottomless pit? That is exactly what you are doing when you try to make a woman happy. Why? Because happiness for most women is like a mirage. You see it in the distance, but no matter what you do, you can never reach it. Take a good look at history. Go all the way back to Eve. She had paradise at her feet, literally. The entire world was under her control. But what happened? The devil whispered in her ear and she fell for it. Why? Because she was convinced there was still something better out there. Did she not understand that she literally was the owner of the entire world? That she had control of the world? And here we are today, thousands of years later, still dealing with that same whisper, that same voice. That voice, oh, you know that voice too well. It is relentless. It keeps going at you. It tells her she deserves more. That voice tells her there is something out there she is missing. It convinces her to trade stability for chaos, love for lust, and security for danger. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me break it down for you. A man buys a woman a car, pampers her and loves her to death. And what does she do? She ends up sneaking around with the mechanic who fixes the same car. Why? That voice in her head. A devoted husband who has given his wife everything, a home, kids, security, but he gets traded in for a bad boy who treats her like she is disposable. Why? That voice in her head. A movie glamorizes reckless behavior and suddenly she is ready to throw her marriage away because she thinks she deserves a fairy tale. Why? You guessed it. That voice in her head. Understand that it's the same voice that deceived Eve that is still wrecking marriages today. If only she understood that the voice isn't her friend. If only she understood. But alas, she listens to the voice over and over again. Here's the harsh truth. A woman will only find happiness when she decides to silence that voice, when she chooses to be content with what she has instead of chasing illusions. But how many actually do that? How many women do? Take the woman in the next video, for instance. She has a good husband who puts in a 60-hour shift weekly just so he can provide for his family. But she still looks for something to complain about. Check this out.
How many hours do you work, Eric?
60 hours a week.
60 hours a week. And how many hours do you work at home?
The same, more. All day, all night.
Really? And then you woke up and realised you were dreaming, you mean?
Well, my day doesn't end sometimes.
What do you mean your day don't end? It don't bloody begin. You spent time on the phone. You spent time just walking around the house, up and down. You spent time walking back and forth from a dining table with your kids. I don't know what you do with your hours. But I tell you one thing as a woman, if my husband's working, I do want to make sure that I'm doing what I should be doing at home. And if now I'm making you think about that, because this is the first time I've seen you become emotional, because it's the first time you've even had to sit and think about your actions. You're right.
Until you ladies start working on yourselves to become content with life, happiness will remain a mirage. I tell you for free. So, my advice to you, brothers, stop trying to make a woman happy. It is not your job. Even God in his sovereignty could not make Eve happy in the garden. So, brother, it is not in your power. Happiness is a journey she has to take herself. And unless she works on herself, it's a wild goose chase for you. Was this a hard pill to swallow? Very good. Because maybe, just maybe, it's time we started talking about these uncomfortable truths. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks a lot for liking this video and for subscribing to my channel. Until next time, bye for now.